So woke up this morning to this riff going on. Kind of startled me. There was parked in front of my mailbox over there. I had to go and ask and address and, well, really ask, how long are y'all going to be parked out here? I honestly try to call the company and because I'm just trying to find out what's going on, because when you're going to be making all this noise and commotion in somebody's neighborhood, I didn't get no notice that y'all would be out here, and then, you know what I'm saying, just supposed you taking up space like that. I don't know. They need to do something better with being able to house these vehicles and stuff whenever they're getting their stuff done, and it's supposed to be done in a safe manner. And the other thing is, I see where this company is from. I can't see it right here, but this company is from a place. See, last night when I was going to go to sleep, that little not little, but that infamous time showed up. Then I didn't mean to look at the clock at, and I'm just sitting here like, what's going on? But yeah, anyway, ended up looking at it at exactly that time. Like, I was so sleepy too. Well, I wasn't like heavily sleepy, but I was sleepy enough to where my eyes was feeling drowsy, like I wanted them closed. And so, yeah, this is a reminder. I want to say it's a reminder, but it's something having to do with this town that they are from or whatever. Like, they just got a lot going on. I'm not understanding why a company that's from that town up there or whatever is here, is doing work. Maybe it's contracting work with this county or something like that. I don't know. Or with this town, but that's what I'm like. And then, yeah, showing up in front of my house, like, and I'm talking about the deeper stuff. I'm not talking about the natural, what y'all see, that's going on. I guess they're filling up things to be able to that man right there in the orange, he's a little, he's one of them ones that don't be wanting to be addressed. I don't care. But, I like to ask questions about what's going on from my house. But anywho, yeah, it's like it's trying to make it a deeper meaning or make it something of substance. That's something with this I guess I'll say zip code is showing up here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see them doing any markings over here on our ground or anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they got to start right here. It says pavement and I guess road markings. So I'm just sitting here watching. I did not plan on spending my time doing this. Like, it's Monday. It's time for us to, you see that traffic can't even get in and out. You know what I'm saying? They're making it very hard for traffic and stuff like that. Whatever they got going on. Like I said, I just think it's supposed to be done in a more safe, secure manner. Like, yep. Now being recorded. Yeah, and that one with the orange shirt on, I don't know who he is or think he is or whatever. I could just tell by people's demeanor sometimes, like, you got some other stuff going on. So, you need to be held accountable. You like one of them ringleader type jerkwads. I don't want to be bothered when they're doing their work, but you also know that your stuff is bothering people. But I guess this is what you gotta deal with when you. Well, I was gonna say this is what you gotta deal with when you living in the city or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, or when you got when you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. Um, just walking all on your grass. You know what I'm saying? What if I didn't want nobody on my grass and stuff? Like, you know. Anyway, I don't really like doing this. I definitely don't want to interfere with nobody's work and stuff at all, but I'll be the one to just be like, can y'all scooch out the way? Y'all in my way. But anyway, since I'm up, it was raining. It was, oh gosh, it was thunderstorming yesterday so bad. There's supposed to be some more rain this week, but yeah, I might go outside and sit since I'm up. And we're just, yeah, seeing what's going on. Showing y'all what I woke up to. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I just jumped up out of my sleep because I'm hearing all this noise. I'm thinking, okay, it's a street. A street. Can't even talk. A street sweeper. That's just gonna pass by. No, honey, they out here. I don't know what all they got going on regarding what's coming up or what they doing. I guess this is part of the zoning thing that they had going on, where something about this zone where they just recently built those houses, those 2-story houses. I don't know, but I'm gonna do a review and say, yeah, the people want to be informed about what's really going on, because this right here ain't it. I'm definitely gonna do a review on it. Like I said, this is just my, me ranting on here on YouTube or whatever. And if I need uh, footage to show, because I don't know who, but these are, I want to call out their name from the town that they came from, but I don't want to say nothing. I just want to be like, because that's more of, like I said, the spiritual aspect of it for me. I want to say unfortunately. I want to say fortunately, because let God do what he doing. The enemy can try to say, yeah, look, this is a reminder of whatever. But honestly, when I went out there, the guy was pretty submissive and quick to move his stuff, but he just didn't move it far enough. And just the fact that y'all still in front of my house at all. But yeah, I say, fortunately for me, instead of letting the enemy use it as, in your face, I say, let God use it as a sensitive reminder that he is, or like a small, still quiet reminder that he is. And it's so funny because it did come up yesterday. Something I said yesterday. Hold on, let me get my other. So yeah, I seen stuff come up yesterday, and I jotted it down. I jotted down some notes as far as why is my I don't know what happened to my laptop. Something changed with it or whatever, but yeah, I wish they would go ahead and get to doing what they're doing. I guess people be coming and thinking that ain't nobody home and stuff like that. Okay, so you got the cones. Yeah, where you gonna lay them cones out at? Anyway, let me get to what I'm trying to go on. Okay, he moving right here. Where you going, sir? I guess you going to the proper place that they supposed to be going. Good, get out the way. He moved. I don't know if he's coming back or what, but I'm still watching recording. Look at all that space I got for my mail for them to deliver my mail. How about that? Anyway, I ain't really even looking at what they're doing because I don't care about that. It was just the other stuff. And now what's standing out is the is the other thing. It's what I was about to touch on. Let me actually move this. Right now, like while I'm talking, I'm not trying to watch them like that. What they got going on, that's good for them. You know, if you're doing work or whatever. But like I said, yesterday something came up. I was watching a video, and I jotted down notes. Of course, you must serve God in spirit and in truth. This lady particularly was speaking to Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, and stuff like that. I have not gotten wrapped up in the whole Hebrew Israelite movement. I do subscribe to, no, I subscribe to serving God in spirit and in truth. That's what I do. The one in um that's it. I'm about to say the one and true, the true and living God. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. There's people would leave stuff alone in here. Anyway, so then I went on to write, he communicates with your spirit via the Holy Spirit living in you, which I already knew that. Well, like they talk about the Holy Spirit being dormant. I just knew we have a spirit and that he communicates with our spirit. But then I do know that you can be filled with the Holy Spirit. And no, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just, sharing what I do know from experience and what I'm understanding. And of course the word. Of course the word is first. But, the world refers to the voice of God as intuition. And so that stood out because old girl has told me that in 2018. I was like, why are you contacting me and this, that, and the third? Oh, my intuition. But that's the thing. And she was the girl who was talking about this yesterday. She was like, yeah, the voice of God can sound like your voice. So it almost means the same as, if it's not the voice of God, your intuition can be voiced by something else or whatever. And so when the girl contacted me, it was on the boys, and this is how I'm talking now because I'm just over it. But it was on the boys at the time deceased mom, because his mom had been dead for what, October, November, December, 4 months or whatever. It was on his deceased mom's birthday. And when this lady was living, I didn't care nothing about her birthday. And of course, when she's gone, I don't give a damn. So again, it's like it's her birthday, and basically, seemingly, just looking back, hindsight, It's like I'm trying to make her live again and, make her relevant. She's not relevant. She's not relevant. She's dead, and that's just that, what I'm saying? They need to accept that. I'm not, at this point, and with this situation, I'm not trying to tell nobody how long to grieve or whatever. I do, you need to grieve healthily and get past it or whatever, but, just again, I'm talking like as in me looking back, which I don't need to do for long at all, but I'm just using this just to talk about this whole thing today. But yeah, so your intuition, honey, could have been another voice telling you something or whatever. And also, coupled with you, not a problem with you doing your research, but yeah, coupled with you doing your research and as far as finding emails and things or whatever between exchanges between me and him. And then she also said something about having dreams. And I know I still have my dreams, but definitely when I was with him, a dream life was so active. But like I said, I didn't say it before, but I'm saying it now. I was allowing the Spirit of God to pour into me, not, not just, I wasn't doing or calling it my intuition. But when she said that, she was like, the world refers to the voice of God as intuition. And my thing is, your intuition can be like fueled by something else or someone else. It doesn't, yeah, it's designed for God, but it's, so I just don't use the word intuition. And I have not been trying to get to the bottom of like finding out all the details, but it's like the details are slowly but surely coming to me about that or whatever. Because I just, after she said it, I was like, baby, if she's saying that word, I don't never want to use that word again. I wasn't using it before anyway. I more so just talk about spirit, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely don't want to use it because I don't want nothing in common with her. Period. And like I didn't know this girl or nothing like that, so I didn't care for her. It was she was non-existent to me, as in I didn't know who you are at all. But when you started dealing with him or whatever, then you, it's like he tried to start making a big deal of you and this, that, and the third, and that's on him. That's his problem. And once I realized I need to get away from that or not, have nothing to do with that. As soon as it came to me, it didn't come to me quickly as far as I'm concerned, as far as me saying I don't want no dealings. And when I say I don't want no dealings, I'm talking about with him, and then of course whatever he has going on. But it came to me, and I got to that point, and so that's why I'm like, I don't know why stuff trying to still linger or whatever, But yeah, she said that. I'm like, honey, I never want to use that again. I was already thinking about this stuff yesterday anyway, about, I think in 2019, I woke up with these strong feelings of like wanting this girl dead or gone, and worse. Like I literally felt like I wanted to kill her myself. I'm not a murderer, so, you know, that's that. But, it was a strong sensation, and you know what I'm saying, and I do recall that I was talking to and chit chatting with this other um, person throughout that year anyway. So that's, and I don't know what his spirit was tapped. That's what I mean. Like I don't know what his spirit was tapped into and what all he had going on that tried to rest upon me and tried to, like, you know what I'm saying, just tried to take up house within me, and I'm like, I'm not on with y'all on. Now, I got strong feelings of dislike and stuff like that, but I'm not on about no murdering or whatever, and this, that, and the third. So anyway, felt that passed or whatever, and it's just like it is what it is. I wrote about it. I talk about it. That's how I tend to get past certain stuff, or even begin to get past it, should I say. Um, and that was that. But, but I was thinking yesterday, too, about, what? Of course, after I heard the word intuition, I was reminded of that. And then, like I said, the little stuff just kept coming up at 4 or something in the morning. I'm looking at that certain time or whatever, and I'm just like, cut it out. But I don't even speak to that stuff because I'm just like, I'm not finna give this stuff no life. Like today, this tried to cause me for real to give it life because blocking my mailbox, and you know what I'm saying, it always irritates me. It had nothing to do with, again, this specific zip code in person or whatever. It had little to nothing to do with it. I'm gonna say it had nothing to do with it, but I addressed it. And so after that, I seen, well, before that, I did see the, okay, there go this car coming back. What y'all got going on? You really need to park over there across the street. See, you pulling back up. Let me put my camera back out. But yeah, it had nothing to do with that, but the fact that um, is right in front of my house. That's one thing about being a corner house, honey. You get the riffraff. But anyway, so basically, pulling back up again. I thought y'all was leaving and done. What's going on over here? Just still want to irritate me. That's how I feel. Just want to irritate me. But anywho, um, so yeah, that just stood out to me that the world, and when you talk about the world, you're talking about the world. You're not talking about believers, but you're talking about the world. The world refers to the voice of God as intuition. The gentle, quiet voice within is the spirit of God speaking. So basically, this is what she was saying, was speaking to her regarding me and him, and that very well could have been. I'm not gonna really take that away from her, but it was the way. I think it was after you addressed it. It was the way. It was the date that you addressed it. It was the way that just like threw me off. Because it was his. Like I said, it was his deceased mom's birthday. So yeah, they pulled back up, leaving me little to no space again. So I'm gonna move this again. But yeah, it was his deceased mom's birthday, and so that makes me feel like you tampering with the dead and you messing with the dead. And I guess mainly it was him, but I feel like it was her too, because she started referring to his mom as, and it sounded like it was endearing or whatever. But just started referring to his mom as basically her mom or whatever. And, that's basically you're taking on, like you really signing up to take on whatever comes along with that. But again, I was still, I would say connected to him. I was still involved with him on and off, but I was still connected to him definitely when this happened. Because again, y'all dealing with the aftermath of it. I dealt with the before math of it, if there's such a thing as a before math. But yeah, I dealt with of course, the issues that came along with it. Her pressing charges on me and this, that, and the third. And they got dismissed and all this or whatever, but still left it on a stain on my record or whatever. It's like a reminder. You'll never forget that this person stomped through your life. This mean, and I gotta call it what it is. This mean person who wanted to press false charges or whatever. Because for one, I wanted to say in the black community, but in certain communities, people can't you like disagree with each other and then not have it turn into something real ugly. Somebody just always got to feel like their ego hurt, their feelings hurt, whatever. So she took it to pressing charges, and after that, I wasn't worrying about her no more. Wasn't concerned about her. Her son did not stand up for me, stick up for me. Speak up for me, my household, my kids, and I was, in me addressing her, I was kind of like speaking up on his behalf somewhat, but just speaking up where it affected my children. Because I just feel like that's what you do as a mother. I believe and feel like, And so, the fact that it manifested on her birthday and like in the form that it did. And then again, when I wasn't receptive to whatever she had to say, I'm talking about old girl, when she contacted me on that infamous day, I could tell. So it was just like, oh, I gotta save face and this, that, and the third. I'm like, girl, I'm not finna. See, God showed me. Anyway, this thing goes on to say, the servants of God know his voice, and a strange voice they will not follow. So that's what I'm saying. It just seems like it's a strange voice it seems like it was a strange voice speaking to her. Like I said, it very well may have been the voice of God. They finally leaving. Let me catch them leaving. But yeah, it very well could have been the voice of God, but like I said, it seemed like it's what she did afterwards or with the information. If God is giving you this information, wonderful. But what you did with it afterwards, I guess you got prideful with it. And like my thing, God been speaking to me for a long time. Well, me been paying attention to God speaking to me for a while now. For like definitely, I know it's definitely why I was involved with him, but that it like my gift and stuff and my sense of hearing, my spiritual sense of hearing God was stirred up. I'm not gonna lie. I know the boy like proclaimed himself as being spiritual, and I'm not, honey. He ain't nothing short of being spiritual. That's the truth. But he still was filthy and foul. He had some filthy and dirty foul type stuff with him that like try to pollute other people spiritually and naturally, honey. I'm talking about me. When I'm talking about other people, I'm talking about me. Okay, now all that noise is gone. I don't even know which way they went. But they felt like they wanted to come here and do they handle their business in front of this house. And I'm woo, and I hopped on here with a video. Because they done came and called themselves trying to do their business, handle their business. Let me see something. I'm trying to see if I can bring up another screen. Wow. I guess in preparation for me to switch if I need to, because this thing have a tendency of hanging up. But anyway, just as God oftentimes has that quiet inner reminding that he's with you, or just whatever he's reminding you of, that the enemy is defeated and stuff like that. That's like